Welcome back. We're going straight into it. I'm starting to recognize that this area is looking like a madman's workshop. It's like lots of stuff going on. It doesn't look like it's organized, but it's actually perfectly organized. I added a little extra drop here for more diamonds, just because I wanted the option. Oh my god. I wanted the option to grab these diamonds and then kind of voice them in if we ever needed extra diamonds immediately. We kind of have that option. We are probably going to use some of our time crystals, so that's the reason why I was thinking about that. Obviously, we could expand the size of this production area or find some summer sloops. But for now, let's just deal with the quantum encoders. I've never built the quantum encoder, so I don't know what this is going to be like. Let's see what we've got. Ooh. Okay. All right. I mean, if I go this way with it, we could build the quantum encoders here and then also grab the stuff that we're making. But yes, I am thinking maybe we should do a little decoupage here. So my thought is maybe kind of nestled. Well, no, we'll align it. And I'm going to come out on this side just so we have room to move. That's aligned to something. That's reason enough as far as I'm concerned. And we'll just handcraft this. My thought is if we make neural. All right, so the fuel rods are just sort of not even what we're thinking about. We're thinking about these three items right now. This one allows us to make the residue without inputting residue. So I think I want to do that. Right? We'll capture this little extra bit of residue for making the other stuff that we want to put together. I'm trying my best to skip the formal creation of the residue step. I don't think you need to do it. The scale of production just doesn't require it. Unless you choose to have a high scale production, then, you know, scale of production will require it in that case. And let's see here. All right, let's go here. All right, so now we've got all the power connected. This promises to look pretty cool. I might build a little thing that captures all of our goodness as well. I'm trying to think how I want to connect the pipes for this. You know, we're making excited photons over here, and we've got a few extras. How many excited photons do we actually need is the question. $300. All right, so one pipe worth is enough. Do we have anything going on below us? It's okay. I'm thinking we could nestle pipe floor like this. Or we bring it out. Man, I really want to put everything right on the same line, which means it's just begging for clipping. We want to be on this line. And the problem is you can't always tell what straight up actually means. Somewhere in this area. What's this recipe called for? 3 physical inputs and 1 gaseous input. So we are going to have to deliver some of this stuff on different levels. This is getting kind of close here. 1, 2. You know what? I don't like this. I am changing my mind. Okay. I guess the only way to really do this perfectly would be to connect it. And you know what? We'll just put a... This is the advantage of dealing in gas. Just right wherever this is, we'll just put a connector. A little junction. Then somewhere over here, we only need 1 pipe's worth, so that's the good news. We should probably drop down immediately. It's all gas, so all of them will contribute. I'm not worried about that. I am worried about how we're gonna run this pipe, though. We'll run that straight down. So now we're under. And then we just need to get over there. I think we should stay kind of out and then connect at the last minute. Just kind of keep things a little simple. And then right in the middle of this pipe, we'll drop another junction. Oh, pipe is too long. Fine. This is technically off by a small amount here. Something like that. And this will make the turn a lot better. I'll just chrome the pipe and the junctions. Oops. Perfect. Okay, so now those 4 quantum encoders should be getting gas. One of the easy ones are done. Let's go 10. Easy 10. 10.1. It's the supercomputers that are the kind of the deal breaker of this whole deal. Breaker. So I could... Let's look at our storage over here. The likelihood that we're ever going to get storage on any of these things for any of these things is so low. I almost want a half version of this. I think I'll go something like this. See if we can eyeball a good connection here. I should have checked my numbers. Somewhere in the 14s. The first 14, and then we'll just split this straight down the line. Um, 14's a little high, apparently. So let's try high side 12. High side 12. High side 12. High side 12. And we'll just split these straight down this line. How many supercomputers do we need? 3 per minute. Change that to the slowest belt we have. And then let's put in supercomputers. We'll just drop these for now. So I'm basically saying... What am I saying? Do these... Oh, these industrial storage containers don't really show up when they paint. Basically, I'm going to say this is their supercomputer. Select and save. Copy and paste. They're going to come out here. So that's actually fine. They need to go in. And we might not do this input during this video. We might just drop them. But at some point, we need to input supercomputers here. Then we'll run that test by dropping actual supercomputers in here. Yeah, these are technically set up to go the opposite direction. Let's get these belts out of the way. Right, very slowly deliver the supercomputers. Mainly because we're not going to be making a ton of them. All right, so then we just need the time crystals and the trigons. And then I'm thinking we can go half on this one and half on that one. The likelihood that we're going to fill this whole thing is so low. So we'll input it here and input it here. And I'm thinking a nice splitter situation. I guess I'm going to have to go double up. For each one of these. This really reminds me of a time before blueprints where you had to build all your factories by hand. Every now and again I like to come back to that time. Make sure I know what it means to make a factory. This bottom one, we'll send it. This top one, we'll take it. Okay, and then it's just a matter, one of these is just going to connect direct. Easy and simple. And the other is going to go up 3. Why not make sure that we've got it lined up correctly? I like what I'm seeing so far. Let's just grab a couple diamonds. Kind of get a sense of, well, I guess I'm kind of dictating which one of these is which by doing this. I think we should put the diamonds on the outer side. And then get the trigons. We'll put those on this inner side. And while we're here, we'll get some labeling gun. Did I miss a belt? I did. Glad I checked on that. And then just for fun... Oh, we need a white... What if I use chrome? Yeah. Diamonds are definitely on a white belt, right? Uh-oh. Diamonds aren't the right thing. Whoops. Total fail. Total and complete fail. Sorry about that. Hold on. How do I want to fix this? The bleed method is always a good one. I thought that was a little too easy. I don't know of a way to take things out of lifts, so we're just gonna have to delete and rebuild. I was wondering why is this thing doing anything? The answer, of course, we're feeding it the wrong materials. Still, I think time crystals on the white makes a lot of sense. What? What's going on? Hello? I guess it's still claiming that there's stuff blocking it? I guess so. Uh-oh. I'm really hoping this doesn't clip our building here. Oh boy. It's totally gonna clip our building here. We're gonna have to build an observational hole. There must have been something, a few more diamonds buffered somewhere. No worries. We will figure it out. Yep, there we go. This will destroy our power. Where is this power connected to? Oh yeah, I was using this to just build things. We don't need this anymore. I think that's about right. Oh wait, this one is still... This one's not active currently. Well, why isn't it? It filled up on dark matter residue, is the answer to my question. That's a lot of dark matter residue. 75 per minute. Oh, jeez. Trying to decide exactly where I want to put this. I mean, I could store the actual stuff I want pretty easily, and then we'll just put a little organizational backdraft here for the good stuff. Actually, this is fitting nicely. Actually, hold on. Before we go too wacky here, let's get this connected. How do I want to connect this? Probably with pipe, right? And then I like this idea of connecting this to this, and then connecting this to this. And then I think we could come out. I kind of want to come out too high. Exactly like that, and then we'll just pipe this. Just pipe it. Just no big deal. I think that should be nicely connected now. All full of dark matter residue. Which, while is in most cases supposed to be the byproduct, it's actually what we're going after. I'm not going to put a pump on this. Oh, yeah, I got to connect all these. I was like, why isn't this thing working? Not connected, so working as intended, I guess. Now we're rocking and rolling. We've got 8 supercomputers. We don't need those. I guess we didn't really leave ourselves very much room in here, did we? That's just one too high, so this is going to be what we have for storage. 2,400 isn't bad. Times 10, times 2. I think that shows up. That's plenty of storage for us. I think the only thing I want to do is gas this or valve this. So we have the option to connect more of these machines to kind of this general area. Or worst case scenario, it just turns into a massive byproduct storage area for this alone, which is kind of a lot. And then maybe looking for some windows. Man, it's been a while since I've used windows. When you're dealing with a rectangle, always zoop the long way. Lots of zooping. Just trying to ensconce this so very dangerous dark matter crystal or dark matter residue safely. We're on 4 here, so we can go architecture, everybody's favorite problem solver, the painted beam. And gotta go large billboard, I think. It's a classic for a reason. It's gotta get the first one right. That one's probably going to have overhang, so we'll just tap it in a little bit. I'd rather have the overlap be inside here than outside. We need a nice rich magenta or fuchsia. It's all going to be washed out anyway when it lights up. Let's set the layout. No one will notice it. Just don't tell anyone. You know what? I should probably go all the way up with this. Let's take out this little bit of wall. Push comes to shove, we'll always be able to find where we put our dark matter residue. And then as we make more of these high-end materials, dark matter residue will end up being both an input and an output. So I just don't want to spend any time specifically making this for that reason. What are you short on? Trigons. I mean, the trigons are right there. Yeah, we're still under an hour. Let's go ahead and get these time crystals. Let's get this relabeled. What do we have here? Oh, right. Supercomputer delivery. So the right side, we decided to make this one time crystals. Let's deal with that first. We're not full on diamonds. I overclocked this one just because it looked like it could keep up. These machines are running at 70% efficiency. So just a little bit of upgrade somewhere in here would actually balance this back out. I'm going to put this into the category of I'm glad I put this in here, even though I didn't know why. All right. Shipping off those time crystals. The demand isn't really that high, so it shouldn't be too bad. It'll just be a matter of, everything will get dumped out of here as storage and moved over there as storage. Primarily what's going to happen. And let's just do the same thing for the Trigons. We'll have to deal with the supercomputers in a future video, and then we'll call it. Should I check to make sure that this is what I think it is? Why guess when you can be sure? I expected that we had more Trigons than no Trigons ready to go here. What's going on? These are coming out the back and going up that way. It's just a plain old splitter. I guess the Trigons just aren't getting... We're not making that many. We'll move our storage back a step. That'll give everybody a chance to reclaim. Of course, storage will take half of it anyway. But what's going on with our Trigon production? We're short on Caterium ingots. Okay. It only dropped 3 stacks. It looks like we just kind of caught it at a time where there was no ingots, but I'm guessing we could probably benefit from a little extra ingot input anyway. But yeah, they're getting made. They're just not, we're not mass producing them at this point. So those two are connected, and then the supercomputers we're going to have to deal with because the supercomputers aren't really themselves properly connected. So we're not going to worry about those right now. Looking for a place to... Looking for some thumbnail action here. I want that quantum encoder on the right to light up, and then we'll take the snap and then we'll call it. Well, no, we got to do one little railing thing and then we'll call it. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now, let's just observe the murder that's happening on our power. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Luckily, I have what people have called an absolute ridiculous number of batteries. So we're all set as far as that goes. That would be under architecture, right? See, this is actually two-sided railing. I don't like the way that this laid in. I want the bumper side to be on the outside. I could have sworn I could put it down again if I rotated it. But now it's claiming overlapping. I don't like it. Nope, see? Trying to get me to delete. It's all a trick to get me to delete my quantum encoders. I know what you're trying to do, game. I know what you're trying to do. Now, I hear you that there is a mechanism that would allow me to specify to only delete industrial railings. And that I could use that to make this process a lot easier and guarantee that I wouldn't delete anything. But then I wouldn't be playing the metagame, right? I gotta work on my precision, not my efficiency. It's not like this game is about efficiency. Alright, let's put these two back in. I like the railing idea. I'm just gonna use the modern railing. Or, you know, we could put like a road barrier in. Or we could put construction fence. That looks like it's hanging over the edge. I don't like that as much. I think I like where this is headed. Is that... Should we open up one more of these? That just feels like it's more comfortable on that side than on this side. Yeah, let's take one more of these out. Then we'll just... Oop, that kind of snapped on the wrong place there. Yeah, here. Right there. Exactly like that. Boom. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with that. That's going to give us 300. Oh, we did all that and didn't even build a storage for the actual material that we're here to make. Okay. Right about there looks about right. Then we got to get these dropped. We'll just do a quick little underground transfer here. And let's merge it down this way. Is this the place where we decided? Again, why guess when you can know for sure? Let's pop up. Well, it's obviously not there. What is going on? Okay, let's give ourselves some room. This is where the quantum encoders are, so it's going to be over here. It's going to give us a little bit of space to pop up and see what's going on. And here I'm saying let's store what we want. There should still be a place for the supercomputers. Ugh. Somehow we managed to put that right on top of that one. Let's just miss this a little bit. We're going to have to do a little drop action here because this one is surrounded by belts. Neural quantum processor. There we go. That was easy. And there they are. We've got the blueprint milestone open right now. Typically, I would put in an uploader. I don't know that we need to upload quantum. I don't know that we need to upload those. I will drop off these encoders that we made. Hey, drone. I don't know. Place really does look good at night. There's no way we've got 500 fused frames. 200. And they are being uploaded, so we can dump those. Time crystals are being added. And then trigons. Okay, so all we are missing are those fused. So we'll leave that. And these neural quantum dealios. We need those to make our AI expansion servers, which is actually the third out of the 4 items. And that's going to create more dark matter residue. But see, what I'm trying to do is avoid making dark matter residue individually, because you need dark matter residue to make superpositional oscillators. Because you need dark matter crystals. But a byproduct of that is that. But then you need this. So then we're looking at diamonds and dark matter residue. So now that we have the dark matter residue being produced, we can use some of that to make this. So we can then make some of these other items that will allow us to make more residue so we can make more crystals. Though I'm guessing that this is a losing proposition. Let's see. So 1 dark matter crystal takes 5,000 residue. So it takes 30,000 residue to make 2,500 residue. So it is a slightly loss-making proposition, but I think, you know, we've got that first quantum thing that's working. We're just going to try to go with that as our base. I wonder... I got to get back to this one. Yeah, so here we're making 30,000 dark matter residue right here. So we're creating 300 dark matter residue as a byproduct that we want to use to make these. Which 2 of these would take all of that and give us 60 dark matter crystals per minute. So what do we need these for? Probably a lot of alternate recipe scenarios. Are there any alternate recipes for this? No. So we're going to have to balance this one. Balance in quotes. But we'll deal with all that in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.